you get to see how this entry will be. Hi friends, first of all, congratulations to you. You're either a proud parent of a newborn or you're expecting your newborn anytime soon. Now, registering birth in Canada for the newborn is very simple, straightforward, and it takes no time if you're doing this online. When our daughter was born, we had not decided on what name we will go with. So we delayed the process of initiating this. Instead of initiating this in hospital, which many of them do, we did this online after we came back home. And in today's video, I'll show you how the forms looks like, what are the fields, how it gets filled, and I will take you through the entire process except doing the last process, that is pressing the submit button, as this is an official document, and that part I will not be doing. You will get an understanding of what it involves. Now, when it comes to birth certificate, you get a birth certificate and then you also get a long form birth certificate. Now, these are two different things. Like in our case, we wanted to go for Canadian passport for our daughter, as well as she is eligible for being overseas citizen of India. And for both these documents, the long form is required, where both parents' detail gets registered in the long form. This is also there in the birth certificate if you wish to, but this document is what gets asked if you're going for the passport service or for the OCI, like in our case. So you will get to know what the fee is, how to process that as we proceed with the video. Now, without wasting much time, let's go to the screen and I will show you step by step. Now you see, as soon as I type birth registration Canada, I am shown few websites, and here, since I am in Ontario, I will be selecting this link, www.ontario.ca, and here it says register a birth new baby. So once I click here, okay, on this page, register a birth new baby, you have everything given. If you look at this page, it has overview till routine immunization schedule tool. So let me pull this down. Okay, it talks about 5-in-1 newborn bundle. Okay, what are these? Once you apply for the birth certificate or birth certificate with parental information, then social insurance number, this is for the CRA, and then Canada Child Benefit. This includes the Ontario specific child benefit. Okay, it's self-explanatory. Then request for education savings referral. Okay, so it talks about the two-step process of birth registration, statement of live birth form, and this is completed by parents of newborn and submitted to Service Ontario. Notice of live birth form is completed by qualified medical staff and submitted to Service Ontario. Okay, so if you are not able to register within 30 days, read through this, or if you are moving out of a province, then this will be helpful to you. Okay, now it talks about who can register. Baby is born in Ontario, baby is under 12 months, baby's birth has not been registered before. Okay, and all parents must be present when registering online to certify the birth. Cost of delivery. Okay, so here birth certificate with parental information, we went with this. It shows 6 to 8 weeks plus delivery by Canada Post. It actually came within a short time, like within 4 weeks we got it. And birth certificate, that again the timeline what is shown, it came together for us, and certified copy of birth registration. So these are the three options you can choose. Okay, and then you can do the payment using Visa, MasterCard or Interact Online. So other services, birth registration, it is zero cost. That is what we will be doing. Social insurance number, 6 to 8 weeks it says, again no cost. The Canada Child Benefit, including Ontario Child Benefit, there is no cost for registration, and Education Savings Referral. Now here you can go and choose any financial institution. This program information gives which are the financial institution. Like if I have to go with my bank, I can go with them. Again, this cost nothing. Okay, so we have read about the eligibility. Okay, we need to have baby's date of birth and then baby's name and parental information, parents name, date of birth and place of birth, and then name of the hospital or birthing center. Okay, and in addition, the person who delivered the baby, in our case it was doctor, so we had that information, and the hospital record had baby's weight and also the length of pregnancy in week. So we had all the requisite information with us. Okay, now this is a new improved web page. When I filled, it was a little different. So don't worry, the information field is same, it's just the way the website looks, the design of the website is little different. So register a birth, you click here and then you're taken to this page. Okay, newborn registration service, and here it says it must be registered within 30 days, and it also says online newborn registration service. What for it is? Register the birth, order a birth certificate, that is either $25 or $35 depending on which one you choose. Apply for additional services. Now I showed you these additional services are free of charge. Okay, so once we read this, we click on register now, and then we are taken to this before you begin section. I will get started. Eligibility and setup, part 1 of 5. So here the question is, was the child born in Ontario? In our case the answer was yes. When was this child born? So I'm just showing you a date. Okay, it has to be less than 30 days, remember. So I'm giving you a date here and then you click continue. Is this child deceased? This is part 2. The answer is no. If it is yes, then this section can be read. Are one or more parent unable to certify this birth due to incapacitating illness or death? In our case the answer is no, we both were present to certify. If the answer is different, say yes, then what does it mean? You can go and click and read. Then you go to continue. Okay, and on part 3, was this child born through surrogacy? In our case it was no. Is this child in legal custody or care and control of person other than the parents? The answer is no, and continue. You have to choose whatever is applicable. Was this a single or multiple birth? Now once I click on drop down, you see single, twin, triplet, quadruplet, quintuplet, whatever it is, you choose that. In our case single. Was this child delivered by a person other than doctor or midwife? In our case the answer is no, and then continue. Then the part 5, how many parents will be listed named on the birth registration? So you see here there are 4 different options: 1 parent, 2, 3, 4. In our case my wife and I so chose 2, and then continue. Okay, now this section asks for the child name. So as I said, we had not decided when we were in hospital, and we decided on a name. Now you see the first name is getting filled, and then the last name is entered, and in case middle name is not there, check this not applicable section. Okay, and then you can read this if you want. Do the parents agree on this last name? Yes. The child will not have a first and last name but will be given a single name in accordance with the child's or their parents' traditional culture. What is single name? You can go and read this. In case it's a single name, you check this box and you will get to enter the detail. Now, when I was filling in, right, I was actually thinking not to go with the last name. One practical problem which I saw, like in my mother's name, there is no last name. So whenever she has to open a bank account or do some of the online transactions, unless the last name is written, and that too it cannot be an initial, it has to be in word, more than 2 or 3 letters. So unless it is there, she is not able to do the transaction. I did not want my daughter to go through the same problem, so that's why we choose to have last name. So instead of keeping the name very simple, we just added the last name also. So this is one thing which you might also think of when you are choosing child's name. Whatever you entered the name there, it gets reflected here. And then sex of the child, female, weight at birth. So I looked at the hospital record, it shows in grams. In case you want in pounds and ounce, then you choose this. So enter the gram, whichever was recorded on the hospital document. You can see the hospital record if you have. In which city or town was the child born? Now when you choose the city, like say Toronto, it automatically shows you if it is hospital. Okay, I click here on hospital, it starts to reflect the list of hospital in Toronto, say Humber River Hospital for example, and then who delivered. In our case it was the doctor, so I select doctor, and then doctor's first name and last name is given. If there is no first name and last name and it is a single name, then this is the option. So enter the doctor's name. Okay, once this is entered and click continue. Confirm detail about child's name. Whatever I made entry, same thing gets reflected here. Okay, so this is a good way to review what is there in the document. The same thing will go in the birth certificate document. So be careful, look at these details, and it also shows you the sample of how this is going to look. So if you click here, you get to see how this entry will be. It has first name, last name, sex of the child, date of birth, name of the hospital, place of birth, and then the regional municipality. Okay, so this detail is given and then continue. Now comes to the section where parents detail are asked. Okay, so the first parent name I entered was of my wife. She has first name and last name, there is no middle name, so I entered the detail. Why this is? Because the question which gets asked is that did this parent give birth to the child? So answer is yes, it makes it easy. And then name of the next parent. So I have first and last name, I make the entry. Once I fill this detail, you see here mother as well as father's name is shown. So you have way to check if the name is correct. Okay, and it shows who gave birth. Now once I click continue, about the parent, now more details are getting asked. Parent's title, mother, come down. What was the marital status on November 6, 2021? That is on the day baby was born. we were married, so we chose this. Okay, in the drop down you have other options. Duration of pregnancy 37 weeks. This was again recorded on the hospital document. Has the lady previously given birth to any children, live born or stillborn, before this date? The answer is no. When was this parent born? Now you enter the date of birth accordingly. Okay, the date has been entered. Did this parent have different last name when they were born? My wife never changed her name even after marriage, so it was easy. In case there is a change, the option have to be selected. In our case, no. Did the parent ever use any other last name? Answer is no. Where was this parent born? So enter the city, province and country. So here the entry is only for city and country. If you click on province, these province are Canadian province, so selected not applicable and then continue. About the parent, now the next question gets asked about me. So parent's title, father, when was this parent born? Again date of birth is entered and we come down. Did this parent have different last name when they were born? No. Did this parent ever use any other last name? No. Where was this parent born? Enter the city detail and country as India. We were both born in India, so we selected that and then continue. Okay. Now in the contact information, I enter the postal code. Once the postal code is entered and I click verify postal code, it gets verified. And once we come down, I have entered the contact information and then mailing address, it automatically gets populated. I just need to enter the street number and then it shows the city, province and the postal code based on what has been filled. Okay. Do you live in an area needing a special delivery mode? The answer is no. Is the mailing address above same as the permanent address of the applicant? Yes. And then continue. So this is the last page before the submission happens. Birth registration final review. So you can see here child's name is given, so you have an option to go and edit any of these you find it's not up to date. All this detail goes on to the birth certificate. So just review this and this is again parents detail. Again you can go and review this entirely. Again this is the father's detail. Check the contact and mailing address detail. Okay. So it says all parents listed on birth registration must be present to provide consent and certification. In our case, we both certified. You can read the entire detail. It is offense to willfully make a false statement on this form. So be careful when you are filling this. Certification of child's last name. We, the parent, both parents' name, have agreed that child's last name or single name will be this. Okay. So that detail gets checked, and notice of cancellation and disclosure of personal information for birth registration, this also be checked. Okay. So once this check has been made, right, now this is the last step where we agree needs to be clicked. Now I will not click on this because this record will directly go to office of the Registrar General. I just wanted to show you it's very simple to fill this detail. So I'll close this. Once the form is submitted, the process of registration is complete. The next step is to go for the birth certificate and the long form birth certificate which we applied. Birth certificate is a smaller document. All the detail, in our case, we had given both our names, so that was captured. And the long form is a certified true copy and has all the detail, including both parents' name. So this is the long form which we used for initiating passport, the Canadian passport, and for the overseas citizen of India document for our daughter. And after that, you have option to initiate 5-in-1 bundle, which we did. It's straightforward. You just need to go and finish the document. I'm not showing that because these are sensitive documents, and once you have gone through this process, what I have shown till now, you will be fairly able to sail through with the rest of the document. I hope you got the information what you are looking for. If you found it relevant, please do comment. If you have any question, please do comment. I will try to answer and at least give you the right link so that you can go and do this registration yourself. Thanks for watching Canada Tried and Tested.